Alright, let's give Thursday's daily puzzle on chess.com a shot. This one's called Raising the Stakes. It's black to move. Get the video pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. Alright, so a few checks. This one, this one, this one, this one. Wouldn't think trading the... Oh, I meant to go here with a queen. Oh, that's not good either, though. It is there. It is there as an option. I think this is an interesting check, though. No backdoor checks. I wouldn't think trading the queens would do much for me. I think I want the queens on the board. Alright, what does this check do? Kind of feels like the rook can just block. What's the point of this? Maybe push the pawn? No, like this is... Okay, so yeah, okay, never mind. I thought this was more threatening. I thought the queen was a lot more threatening. I have a lot of squares covered here. Even my queen's kind of helping out here. This is protected. So if I push the pawn, I'm attacking the queen. Oh wait, this is pinning the queen though. Okay, I hadn't looked at that at all. Raising the stakes. Okay, so this pins the queen. I'm not really sure how you respond to this, honestly. Protected by my queen. Just kind of seems like it should win the game, honestly. I don't really know. Seems like a very good move. It seems too easy, though. Too simple for a Thursday puzzle. So I feel like white must have a resource here, but I don't see what it is. What do you do? What do you do as white? Is there just like a better move than this for some reason? Doesn't this just win the game outright? Like my king can always escape. You can't. It's not like you can ladder mate me eventually. Is my queen going to be trapped? I just don't see why I wouldn't do this, which is a problem. Like I don't know what white does after I do this. This doesn't feel like a Thursday puzzle move to me. That's the only reason I'm not making it, which is kind of a crappy way to think about a puzzle, but it is the reality. I can't see why it isn't this, so I'm just going to play the move. I don't know. Okay. Okay. I thought about this. Oh, yes, and it's covered by the queen. I missed this entirely. Yeah, that was dumb. Okay. I saw that you could pin me with a rook, but I was like, whatever, I can just take the rook. But this square is covered by the queen. Okay. Makes sense. So now this just wins a rook, right? Maybe. So if I go here with check, I'm threatening the rook with two pieces. I'm bummed I didn't see this. This was a very obvious move. I should have seen this. But so if I go here now, I'm checking the king. If the king moves, I can take the rook. If the rook takes, I can take the queen, intermezzo with check, and then take the rook afterwards. So I end up winning a rook and trading queens. So I just go here, right? I don't think this matters. Yeah, I just take the rook. All right. And now I just take the queen, and then I end up winning the rook. Okay. Okay. Should have had that pretty quickly and just was not processing that. All right, let's run that back quick. Cool. So started this puzzle off looking for checks. There are a few of them. None of them looked particularly good to me. Didn't really see what was going on with the checks. And I finally noticed that I can pin the queen. And couldn't really see why this didn't just immediately win. Thought about my rook getting pinned. I guess I really only considered this rook pinning me for some reason. I was like, oh, I can just take that. But if this rook comes down and pins my rook, then we have this kind of double pin situation, which is kind of annoying. And that's exactly what happens in the puzzle. That's the resource that white has, but you can deal with it relatively simply. So I'm going to pin the queen, and it just looks like white's going to lose the queen because the queen can't move. If the queen takes, I obviously just take back with the queen, and I win a queen for a rook, which is a good trade. But this move is actually kind of nasty. And the idea in the puzzle is to go here, giving a check on the king and bringing another piece to attack the rook. So if you try to get out of the check by moving the king or blocking with the rook, I'm just going to take your rook, and the queen is still pinned, and you're in a lot of trouble. And in the puzzle, the rook's going to take, which looks pretty bad. It looks like I lose my queen, but the thing about it is that if I take white's queen, I'm giving a check. So that gives me time to take the rook afterwards. So we're just going to trade queens. So I'm going to attack this rook with the queen. White can take the queen, but I take white's queen. We've both won a queen, and at the end of the line, the rook is still hanging, so I win a rook. That's the Puzz, baby. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.